and let's say this, all right, this is the point. You can put something like this out online and somebody not like it. Now all of a sudden who I work for, who you work for, you see what I'm talking about? What we do to support this person going forward is in jeopardy. What I represent to my children, what to my child rather, and what I would probably represent in my home and in my relationship is in jeopardy because someone has a negative opinion of my personal thoughts. Damn, I am no longer allowed in my personal thoughts.
And I think everybody is allowed to, but because how they feel personally about what you say, then all of a sudden now they put up a defense or a guard or, exactly then, but because you strong in who you are, then they strong in putting up that defense, then that's when the discord come into play.
I mean, and I'm telling you though, think about it. We are so weak as a unit now because everyone's personal opinion of things they really don't even have privilege to. It matters now. So that matters more so than the cause that has a person highly opinionated, right? Or this verbal or vocal or lack of filter with how I feel and what. So therefore, the reason why the boy took a knee, you understand? The reason why anyone would take a knee is lost in how everybody feel about kneeling. You don't even realize they still killing. And it's not just a race.
Yeah.
It's your immediate reaction to walking up on another man that you deem doing something wrong could end this means to take the opportunity for him to straighten up off the table.
Right.
I am no longer allowed to be arraigned.
You bet I
encountered such and so.
Yeah.
Within his profession. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you bet out. Yeah.
But then here,
key.
Retail, management or whatever, I'm beholden to everything that customer believes. Mm-hmm. But this man in his profession can take a life.
Yeah.
Can break up families.
What's accountability?
Huh? I'm talking about, even if there is accountability, how are we going to get back to teaching each other the humanity in it is, let this man live long enough. I can put handcuffs on this cat without killing him. Let this man live long enough.
Correct yourself.
To get
better, make better choices.
He may not even be guilty, goddamn. He let the whole story be. I don't watch enough Law and Order to know the first suspect a lot of time ain't the son of a bitch who did.
Yeah. That's just the one. That's the first one you see. That's just the one you see.
Shit. You know what I'm talking about? And he in court with the friends, and guess what? And because he done been hauled off the court, now he got court costs in his life to pay. Now he got paperwork that's been filed.
And you in the system, so you got to be guilty.
So why we go at folks now have changed. And it's so diluted, it's so weak now over that negative emotional opinion of someone. You see what I'm talking about? Jamil Hill, over this past 6 to 12 months, career have been threatened because of what she felt and posted on her own page.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I ain't
her
gonna
own page.
I done saw folks going back and forth on that troll and racist ignorant on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then went back and hit their company. Hey, does this person work for you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I done it.
Yeah.
So I get somebody fired. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about our emotional opinion of everything we see and hear has so much weight in this day and age that true leadership and true taking a stand don't even last. But I can't get these reality shows off the air long enough, hell, buddy. I'm making my point to turn the channel when Wendy Williams and Megyn Kelly come on.
Yeah.
I'm making my point within the first so many minutes to let them know I chose not to watch this.
Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally leave the TV on that station too long for them to think I like watching it, give her a rating.
Yeah.
Take it away from her. So we need to get back to having that purpose behind how we feel. But in order to do that, we got to start becoming more and more, dedicated to doing something, dedicated to teaching, getting these kids better understood emotionally so that, you got it, man. Hey, look, it took a lot to be a freedom rider in the Gap. You know what I'm talking about?
It was literally life or death. It was literally life or death.
To get on some of these marches and walks. One of my favorite snapshots back in the Gap is that tall, slim, dark-skinned black guy with that button-down dress shirt on and that hat doing that shit right there from that German
From
Shepherd.
that German Shepherd, holding that German Shepherd, they were trying to put on.
Say,
He was
bro.
trying to get away from that dog, man.
But one
Yeah.
thing, he was there for a reason.
Yeah,
So he ain't running.
G'd up.
He didn't kick, didn't fight, didn't. He getting ready to just endure whatever this shepherd put on his ass.
Yeah.
For his cause, though. For his people, though. We ain't that deep with it, no. We ain't deep at all with this shit.
No, it's superficial, man.
Hey, man.
It's fashionable sometimes,
Hey, man,
man.
Kardashian and them could make it to be known that they're trying to get friends with goddamn Meghan Markle now. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't done nothing in your life to be rubbing noses with certain people. Just go in and accept who you are, right? Why is that non-intelligent person more influential than someone who's trying to make a change?
Mm-hmm.
Than someone who's trying to highlight, listen, we still treating people with very little humanity.
And that's why,
Very little
and that's when
humanity.
we started this conversation, man. Offline, that's what I was saying, though, man. I think that's where it all started from. Is that I disappointed in the NFL for losing sight of why he did what he did. No, I'm simply saying that as far as them, like you said earlier, though, they have to separate and get away from that. And my point, just again, my particular point of view, okay, from looking at it from my point of view, is that if over 70% of the league is what this young man was standing up for, they had an opportunity to get behind that. You know what I'm saying? Though the same way they get behind the military, the same way they get behind breast cancer, they had an opportunity to get behind that particular, you know what I'm saying? Though that particular level, what he's saying. I mean, that's why I think I was disappointed.
And I feel you, and I'm glad you defining the words that you're using, disappointment, etc. And again, we always look at that as an emotional opinion of the situation, so therefore it's a singular opinion. Now it might be singular in a lot of people, but at the same time, let's think about it like this: the one thing we have all missed because we on what the league should not have done. Hell, the other black people on that team didn't kneel or whatever. He was singled out for a purpose. So until they stand up or kneel down or show unity, ain't no need in expecting this huge organization that thrives on diversity. The NFL is in London, England now, several games a year now. They basically, I don't know if they've been playing over there in the last 4 or 5 weeks, but I know they had the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Mm. They had games in London, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And it's been happening years. And that's why I say ain't nobody right because they only going to goddamn one. Because and they got that type of thing, the marketing, et cetera, et cetera. You know, the NFL Super Bowl is the most watched single sporting event on the planet. One day, everybody tuned in across the globe. That's the highest event. Still.
Right.
The NFL Super Bowl. That one day of every year. You don't see these high dollar commercials. They don't talk about that shit during the World Series. They don't talk about that shit during the Stanley Cup. They don't even be it for them World Cup commercials like the Super Bowl. You see what I'm talking about? So the halftime performances and the intermission talent. See what I'm talking about? Shit like that. That's what proves the point I was just making. But my point, the only reason they are able to be that large and provide futures and careers, and because now they getting even Michael Vick now has a career off the field. You see what I'm talking about? And he is, so now we have to continue to support that sport so people like Vick can recover from the little thing he did in life that wasn't right.
So boycotting, you say in your opinion, is hurting then?
Boycotting
I guess
is taking something away from
the
the
other
small one of us
Yeah.
that needs our support.
Okay.
You can't have that emotional reaction about this one thing and forget and not see everything else.
So that being short-sighted.
Everything else. That's being an emotional, singular, opinionated, individual that can't see based on how they feel. They can't see what they're not doing for others. You're not doing something
Because the emotion won't let me see.
for a man who needs your support because of whatever you feel.
For one that don't need it because they good financially.
We all guilty.
Yeah.
But we have to get back to teaching everybody how to see things beyond their feelings, man. And his job, Jamil Hill's career, shouldn't be in jeopardy because she voiced her own fucking personal opinion. And somebody that didn't like it read it now that couldn't read it 10 years ago because the goddamn shit wasn't so global.
Wasn't available, yeah. It wasn't such an access to opinions now.
Hey, man. But listen, this is how we are, though. But we want to suppress who we want to suppress. And now you really going to have to edit this tape. But that motherfucker got on Twitter about another country and they dealings and done pissed off Parliament.
Quick little thing though, no editing. This live.
Bitch, we live. What? Why you doing?
I told you, bro.
How you gonna get me fired?
I told you. There's no editing, man.
Woo!
This is live.
Good God. Ooh. Hey, but like I say, you gotta stand for leadership, though. You know what I'm saying? And we have to become better teachers of the community, dog. We gotta become better teachers of stand for something, prop somebody else up. Like I say, and man, God, dog, I know I'm cussing. I know I'm racial at this moment, but you know, we have to realize that the only way to bridge these gaps, man. All right, let's say it this way. I'm in Dallas, right? And I was talking to friends of mine. These friends, man, you know, we talking about people who do well, but we also talking about people who can relax with the best of them, you know what I'm saying? If you want to put it that way. But different race, you know what I'm saying? Different, that's a little younger than me, I believe, but has an opportunity with a great bank, with a great company, you know what I'm saying? With what some of us could probably look at to say, I would love to be involved in this person, in this, you know, or I would love to help this organization grow their brand,
Right.
by allowing them to support me or give me a loan or, you know, a business loan or whatever. And he made a comment about some African American constituents I have, and they doing good business. But he was like, man, I just wasn't as impressed because, you know, the reputation of these guys is high, is out there, you know, and their acknowledgement in that city starting to get out there too. But then he was like, well, I'm talking to such so, man, I just, you know, I'm like, what are you talking about, man? The grammar? What are you talking about, dude? You know, the slang or whatever?
Yeah, he wasn't specific.
I mean, because if you were truly listening to the man, you would realize why so many other men are influenced by him. But if you going in with that judgmental eyesight because he's so different than you, because your reason for being there is to bridge the goddamn gap between this financial organization and that part of the community that's propping up the rest of the community. You owe it to that organization to be the go-between, because they ain't gonna go down there and listen to them. But if you can humble yourself, you will learn. You'll start messing around and start learning from it first and foremost, and gain the respect and the admiration, you know, that the rest of us got for the cat and his partner. But you will also realize by bringing those two together, only a few can do that.
Right.
It's gonna open up so many doors for your ass. They ain't gonna send you. You know, you gonna mess around.
So I think a lot of time, man, I think short sighting is getting away.
It's the emotional
It's
opinion.
because the emotion don't let you see the bigger picture.
You see what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying, though? The emotion getting in the way of the vision.
Hey, and I said during arguments when you're in a relationship or whatever, and you had that argument, I'm like, if you stop concerning yourself with the syllables, you can understand the sentence. But that one fraction of it that upsets you can't stop us
And that's
from
what we say, though.
understanding each other.
That's what I'm saying, though. So we go right back to the NFL again. They didn't look at why he said what he said or did what he did. It just went against the whole thing. I'm saying, so even in general, though, if you got something to say, let's figure out, okay, you know what? This person upset, this person has a problem. Let's try to understand where that's coming from first before we just either dismiss it or just say that's just rubbish or whatever. I just think there has to be, I think nowadays it's too much of a lack of understanding, you know, when it doesn't need to be.
Well, in this particular situation, and then you can start tying other situations into it, you know, and I didn't even realize the music was going like that, but the NFL cannot, in my opinion, be, and this is my professional opinion, this ain't got nothing to do with emotion. Emotionally, I'm with you. But what I'm saying to you, we have to be more than how we feel. So I have to be able to look at the glass half full and say, I'm actually, and that's why I mentioned what I mentioned earlier. If Colin Kaepernick step another cleat on the grass and run one more play,
he
is not what history needs him to be no more.
Right, it waters it down.
Huh?
Yeah.
He's only strong in what he stands for.
Because he's standing.
if he don't run no more.
Yeah, he's standing.
That run nigga run shit? No. No.
It's over.
Hey, he represents the most to our generation by not ever playing another down of football, bro. By not ever playing another down